let's place this side by side, right? So right now on this, we have this area right here, which is this one. We have this right here, and then neckline is gonna be right here. Also, the right side is gonna be this one right here, and of course, the left side is gonna be somewhere around here. So pretty much, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Well, this is your boy Francis. Welcome to the Trading Success Show. Pretty much what I have here is going to be the weekend popular chart demand. And in this demand, I got few stocks and different tickers from different traders over the course of the week to analyze in the weekend. That is what I have going on today, and that's what I'm gonna focus down to. So with that being said, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do that, and let us get into it. First and foremost, we have the market, okay? SPY. SPY, one thing about SPY, I said it on the last video, that price at this point will need to pull back, okay? For a healthy market, for the market to keep going and keep going higher and stronger, we need some form of a pullback, and I want the market to get to at least what I call the 70% ROSI. But we got to the 70% ROSI after hours, and then the morning the market just dropped down into the 20 exponential moving average, which I said, you know, the market need to pull to the 20 exponential moving average just as it has been doing, so that we can have a very solid momentum play and continue pushing and pushing higher. But if the 20 exponential moving average doesn't hold as per the market, then guess what is going to happen? We're going to pull lower to the 50 exponential moving average, of which we were really close to that level. But my target was 435, which we got close, right? And then we bounced right off, reclaim the 20 exponential moving average. So what I'll be looking now is for the market to continue pushing higher, okay? I think there will be news development that's gonna come in this next week. Though I won't be around much, but at the same time I will be trading as well. So I think we are about to pull higher in the market because we have a lot of buying that came in. So right now I will be looking at this area as our area of resistance, and that area is going to be around the 448, 450. Okay, so that's going to be our next target on SPY, S&P 500 ETF. So keep an eye on the market. I like the fact that you know, we have volume coming in on, you know, on the market, and RSI is at 57, which also indicates that, you know, we have room to really run, because we haven't gotten into the 90%, 80% yet, right? You know, keep an eye on it. I think we'll be able to break through this 448, 445, 448, and then we'll be able to get that 450. 450 is another target that I'm looking forward to on SPY. If SPY itself pull back for any reason due to correction into the 200 moving average at some point, this is where I'll be loading some ETF, loading the market in my portfolio, my long-term portfolio. Okay, so that will be the idea. Anytime the market pulls back to this 200 moving average, that's where I'm going to be getting into my, you know, long-term portfolio, getting more into this, because the market pretty much never goes down. Okay, if I may put it like that. The only thing that goes down is the inverse of the market. Okay, they do reverse split, reverse split, reverse split. Okay, they just keep going and keep going and keep going. So right now we did tap this $30 spot, rejected it and pulling back down. So right now, you know, we're forming this inverse head and shoulder here. Okay, but if this side reject, if this area reject, then I think we'll see the lows on the UVSY. But overall, keep an eye on it. Volume really did come in, you know, so if anything happened, just know that at least we'll push higher into the next resistance in the UVXY. So that is pretty much it, guys, for the S&P 500 ETF. That is what I'm viewing for the next couple of days, and hopefully you all do fantastic. Now let's get into the plays for the coming week based on all the chart, the demands and all that. So the first one here I have is going to be Apple. Okay, but before I do this, there's one thing I need to read from, you know, the Mastery of Trades, right, by John Carter. He said, these traders, people who lose consistently in the markets over time, all do the same things, right? And these traders, they overtrade or trade way too frequently. Use tight stops. Trade with too much leverage. There will be far better off trading smaller sizes, right? So I have actually read this book and I really like it a lot, and it's diving deep into my psychological, you know, wellness. So you guys should check it out. Anyways, I have Apple right here. What I'm looking for Apple is for Apple to break this area, okay? And we have all the information as per their new phones coming in. I think their new phones should be in September or October, depending on when they decide to release it, the date. But I think they will release it, and the future is not going to be all that great from what we have the iPhone 12. But anyways, keep an eye on it because we did reclaim the 20 exponential moving average. I think we'll be able to visit this 150 come next week. And all this chart, guys, they all depends on, you know, the market condition. If the market is going higher and higher, then we will continue to push on all these names. But overall, keep an eye on this 150 area. You will not go wrong going into the 145 calls and even the 150 calls. But, you know, I rather go in the money, which is my, you know, 145 calls on Apple. Next one is going to be ACN. ACN is pretty much breaking out of this trend at this point in time. We are far extended from the 20 exponential moving average, so I will expect some more pop into the 335 and then consider if to go short or to buy some puts on it. Okay, depending on how we open on Monday, then I will figure out what next I need to do. But in the call option side, you can think about the 330, 335 on that one. AMD, actually I did lose money on AMD this past week because I traded the puts the previous week, and this last week I traded the call side, but it didn't do good at all because I was shooting for the 110 when the price was around the 109, but I didn't take profit. Price just started pulling back down, thinking it was gonna go, but all of a sudden we just broke this support the following day into this 20 EMA. So right now we're holding the 20 EMA on AMD. Boeing, keep an eye on Boeing. Every time we really extend to the downside, we end up popping back up, right? So look at this area right here. When we got extended, we pop back up, right? We got extended downwards, we pop back up, got extended, we pop, got extended, we pop. So I'm expecting us to really, you know, somehow pop into the 210 or to even the 220 on BA. But at the end of the day, for me, I'll be looking into the money call, which is like the 210 call option on Boeing. BTBT, keep an eye on BTBT. Right now, this is a very large form of inverse head and shoulder. If you look at it right now, we have this side, we have this huge head, and we're forming the right side. So I would say keep an eye on it. Right now we are on the 200 moving average, which is also a decent spot, decent area for it to push if it wants to push. Overall, look at Seattle WD. Keep an eye on this one. Reason is because we're trying to pull back higher into this resistance of 240. If this 240 break, I think 245 will come easily, but there's resistance over there, which is the 20 and the 50 exponential moving average. But still, keep an eye on that one. DIDI, keep an eye on DIDI. The thing is, as soon as issue with the Chinese regulators and regulation kind of stop, or they're able to figure things out, I think this will still push. But if you believe in this company DIDI, you should be looking at selling puts rather than just buying the shares right out. You can buy it if the contract you're about to pick doesn't have any a decent premium in it. Then you can get shares on it. But getting shares on it is also still good for a long term, not for a short term, because overall I'm looking for this price to visit this downtrend right there. Next one is going to be FUBO, FUBO. Keep an eye on FUBO, because why? This area is our area of support, which is also our demand zone. This area right now between the 25 and 22 is our demand zone. So if this spot right here, 25 area holds, I think we'll bounce back up into our 2050 moving average. So keep an eye on FUBO. Facebook really did do good on Friday. We just pushed higher to reclaim the 20. So I will expect continuation on Facebook. FVRR. This one, keep an eye on this one. Right now we are making a double bottom, so I'm expecting this to really bounce right off this area. I also lost money on this one, I think about $1,500 or so on this one, because I was looking for 170 calls on the name and it got expired, so I lost on that one, and I picked up some 165, 160 call options in anticipation of a bounce off this area right now. So keep an eye on this one. Next one is going to be LI. This is also some Chinese kind of stock, auto stock. So keep an eye on this area as we are on the 200 moving average. This one, these are all high price stocks. So overall, we're rejecting this top resistance, but keep an open mind just in case this 345 really holds on this name. ISROG as well, we rejected this top resistance, so I'm looking for price to pull back to the 1030, and you can pick up some calls on that one. J&J as well. I think the beauty of this is I think we're still gonna push into the 180, 185 area, so keep an eye on J&J as we continue to push. Microsoft as well, we just broke out of this area, so keep an eye on Microsoft to consolidate around here, maybe a little pullback, consolidate, and continue pushing into the 310 area on Microsoft. Overall, it looks decent, right? Moderna, keep an eye on Moderna, because right now we are holding the 20 exponential moving average, which is an indication of a bullish move, right? For me, it means that the trend is still there, so the trend is your friend. So if you're looking for call options, you're gonna be looking close to in the money, like $5 out of the money or right in the money. So keep an eye on Moderna. This one, NCTY, keep an eye on NCTY. This is a very choppy trade, but overall, I think in the long run, this will really push. So for me, I'll be looking to sell puts into this name as well, so that I can, you know, claim some more of the premium. NVDA, right now we have the 61% on what? On the RSI. So with that being said, right now we're breaking out of this downtrend. Our double top will come into this area right here of our 210. 210 is going to be our double top, right? But volume is coming in, we're calling back up, and our RSI is 61%. So I'll be expecting this to still continue pushing higher this coming week. So keep an eye on it, okay? The next one is going to be Pepsi, okay? For Pepsi, I still like the setup, okay? Of all the chart that I've been showing you guys, this Pepsi, I really like it. PEP. Look at the way it's setting up, guys. Yes, we rejected this trend resistance. Our RSI is not in the overbought zone, okay? Our 20 exponential moving average is around 156. So for me, looking at entry around 157, stop loss is like a dollar away, right? So keep an eye on this one. I think we can really push on Pepsi. Next one is going to be Open. OPEN. Keep an eye on this. This has been a really choppy trade. We still haven't broken out of this zone yet, okay? So this is the zone. So if we can break out of this 1550, I think we'll be able to push into the $17 spot. One thing I like about this is technicals sometimes, in most cases, are really true, right? Look at this trend right here. We formed a decent trend, right? And then we broke out of the trend. Price was pushing higher, but we didn't pull back to retest it. Now that we pull back to retest it, it failed it, pull lower to form a triple bottom, right? And then bounced right off. So right now, I will be thinking about what? A very solid move to the upside on Open. Open the door, baby. PLTR. Palantir. Palantir is another beauty. The reason why I said it's a beauty because it's a position. I have position on it, and I'm holding it for a long time. 5 years, 10 years. That is what I have on Palantir. Okay, so any pullback for me is a buying opportunity. Any pullback into this trend is a buying opportunity for me. Overall, look for 2350 to hold. If 2350 doesn't hold, then we can pull to the trend, which is the $23 spot. But right now, I think we bounce right off this 20 exponential moving average, you know, to close just a tad below the 200 moving average. So keep an eye on Palantir. Peloton, okay, Peloton, PTON. Keep an eye on PTON. Why? It's because, you know, we have this shape of, you know, inverse head and shoulder. Okay, this is the left side, this is the head, and this is the right side. So right now we are walking the right side. If price can hold around this area, guess what? We'll push into the 114 spot, which is our moving average as well. SKLZ, keep an eye on this one. This chart doesn't look good in any way. Okay, so we're just trending lower and lower and lower and lower, right? But they've been buying call options on this name. Okay, and what I will do in this case is for me to sell put option. Okay, if I don't want to buy it, I want to make, you know, gain premium on this, I'll be looking for, you know, the $9-10 put options on it. So we can check it. We can take a look at that real quick. SKLZ. Okay. So SKLZ, I'll be going for the 35 days or 45, which is a 42. But right now I'm looking at what? The 10, right? So right now our premium pretty much gonna be that 90 cents. Okay, just say between gonna be 85 cents. So I'll be pretty much making 85 cents on, you know, my sell puts on it. So it's still decent, you know. You multiply that by 100, guys, so that will give you $80. Okay. Anyways, let's get back into it. ROKT, this one I think is about time ROKT really push. ROKT is been within this range for quite a while, because if you take a look at this one, we're just trending down lower and lower and lower and lower. But if taking a look at ROKT, you see we're not trending down that bad and fast, right? We've been holding this, you know, area of $15, $18, $20, right? This is where I also have some $15 put options that expire in January, so I have a lot of time on this one. So I'll be looking for like the ultimate, not ultimate, but a target of $20 on ROKT. So keep an eye on ROKT. This one is a small one. This one really did push into the 1050 today, okay, on Friday. And what I'm looking for right now, I'm looking for price to really continue pushing higher. If we cannot sustain, hold this $8.50, $8.81 area, I think we'll pull into the $8. $8 is going to be our support if this trend doesn't hold. And if $8 doesn't hold, guys, open your heart into the 750. But overall, I think we'll continue, you know, just keep pushing higher, making higher highs and higher lows on this SPROT. SQ is Square. Okay, Square is also good. Reason is because right now we reclaim the 20 exponential moving average. So I'm expecting this by next week to push into the 270 on Square. TMO, keep an eye on this one, because right now we have this channel. Okay, this is an uptrend channel. So right now we are about to break the 556 area into the 560. So my target is going to be the 560, 570 on TMO, which is Thermo Fisher. Tesla, I don't think I've talked about this one, but for Tesla, I think Tesla has been doing great. We've been holding this channel really well. We've been holding this uptrend, this line right here, which is very solid, right? We've been holding it for quite a while, for about 3 months now, right? And it has been solid enough that also we somehow reclaim the 200 moving average. Okay, so right now I'm just looking for price to somehow close right above the 20 exponential moving average. Then we're talking, because we're gonna be back in the real, you know, moving average trend, right? So keep an eye on it. For me, I have an open mind into the 660 area. It was 650 before, but right now it moved up because the price pushed higher. So I'll be looking for price to really push into the 700, break the 700. I think we'll be able to push into 750. But you know, Tesla is something that you hold for a long time, not for short time at all. UNH, keep an eye on UNH. I do like UNH because we're breaking out of this zone right now. Okay, the volume is nothing to write home about. Okay, that traded on Friday, so just see if we can consolidate around here and then push higher. But I'm expecting this 430 to break into the 450. RSI is still good, so keep an eye on United Health. This one is also a small one, a low float one, so I think we will push come this week into the following week as well. But you know, I'm expecting this to really break out of this $6.50 zone, and we will be talking. I think, you know, I see this pushing higher. I have some position, and I will be adding if we break the 650 spot. Okay, if we pull back down to 550, sorry, 1550, that is also my support area too, that I will be adding more to it. It's for long term, it's not for short term. This one as well, Zillow. Right now, you know, on CNBC they talked about this as well, so I'm expecting this to push into the $100 zone, then we can make the decision from there. ZM actually has a very beautiful pattern. For ZM, what I'm expecting ZM to do is to pull back to this neckline, and then what I call reclaim that neckline, because right now we have what most will say double top here, right? So double top reject, and we broke the neckline, which is a defined double top. If you don't see that, you see what I'm talking about here. Let's place this side by side, right? So right now on this, we have this area right here, which is this one. We have this right here, and then neckline is gonna be right here. Also, the right side is gonna be this one right here, and of course the left side is gonna be somewhere around here. So pretty much it is a double top, and we just broke that area, which is this spot now. For you to, you know, for price to be solid and not to pull lower, consistently pull lower, I think we need to reclaim the 350 area, and then we push into the 20 and 50 exponential 20 and 50 exponential moving average. Next one is going to be ZTS. Okay, that's gonna be the next one. Okay, the next one is about price pushing into the resistance. If price can push into this 210 area, I think we'll be solid, then we can reject. But overall, I think we have this top wick here, but I'm expecting 210 to really hold or touch the 210, because that is a psychological area, round number, right? So but if price pull back, I think we'll be looking at the 205 area on ZTS. Guys, thank you for being here. Thank you guys for listening to me, and thank you for contributing. Thank you for sending those chats in for us to discuss today. And I just want to say, if this is your first time, you're welcome to the Trading Success Show. If you have any questions, concerns, complaints, just email me at tradingsuccessshow@gmail.com, and we will address it. We will look at that chat, we will talk about it, and we will move on. Okay? Because we're here to make money. So many of us have, we all have different opinions, different ideas. You know, we can integrate those ideas together and move forward. Okay? Because you know, in the market today, there were so many calls, and I really did love the calls that we made. But anyway, thank you for being here, and peace and love, guys. Bye bye.